Good afternoon, investors. Thank you for joining our webinar today on small cases. In continuation to our consumption theme, today we're going to discuss the rural consumption theme. We're going to be talking about a very interesting small case called the rising rural demand small case. This small case is basically consisting of companies that are deriving most of their revenue from the increase in the demand of the rural economy. Yesterday, we spoke about consumption theme for the growing middle class. We spoke about the HNI affluent, bringing the Blink small case. We spoke about millennials and how they associate with brands. We spoke about the brand value small case. Today, we're going to talk about the rural economy in India, how it has been growing, what are the drivers of this population in our country, and how you, as investors, can benefit by investing in rising rural demand small case. Now, just to state some facts, it is generally said that rural area, the rural population of India is around 70% of total of India's population and around 12% of the entire world population. Rural India also contributes to in a very large way to the country's GDP by way of agriculture, self-employment, services, construction. And rural population also contributes a lot to the FMCG sales of FMCG-oriented companies. Generally speaking, when we talk about the rural economy, the rural area, what are we trying to say? How is it defined in a country? Well, every country has a very different definition. Let us just look at very briefly in India how a rural economy, a rural population is defined. In a very crude way, when you say rural area is a countryside geographic area which is located outside your towns and cities. They have low population density. They have smaller settlements and agriculture oriented areas such as forests. Now in India, almost every economic agency has their own definition. So according to Niti Aayog, which is the erstwhile Planning Commission, they define a rural area, a rural population as a town having a maximum population of 15,000 people. This is considered rural in nature, and they have a panchayat type setup where all the decisions and disputes are settled by them. Then we have the National Sample Survey Organization that defines the rural area with a density population of 400 per square kilometer. So, as you can see, like all of these agencies have a very similar connotation of what is defined as a rural population. RBI defines rural population as a population of less than 49,000 to 50,000 people. Census of India again divides rural population on depending on multiple parameters, population per square kilometer, the type of occupation, where they're deriving their maximum revenue from, and administration. But over the years now, traditionally the definition of rural India was often associated with a agricultural economy where their main source of income was agriculture. But however, that is changing with there are a lot of reasons where government is infusing a lot of money. Companies are setting up a very good supply chain management for getting these agro products to the market. Middlemen are getting reduced. So we are moving away from the agriculture focus of the rural economy to more service construction oriented economy. In the past few years, rural market has been a very prominent subtext in most focused investment strategies and thematic research. So as investors, if we feel that this theme of rural India demand is going to play out in the future, we must definitely invest in it with the rising rural small case. Now, there are many factors which have contributed to the growth of the rural economy. There are rise in income level, the budget, year on year, the budget, when the government announces, they focus a lot on schemes that will help them and develop and elevate them from poverty. This has been happening since 1991. There is higher productivity because there are better way of doing things. Infrastructure is improving. There is more input availability of raw materials. There's also better realization of agro products, which leads in the per capita income rise of these families, which will eventually lead in the consumption. So it becomes a very virtuous cycle where the government is encouraging for them to sell their agro products. They have more income and they can spend more, hence consumption demand also improves. There is also better connectivity in the terms of road, in terms of telecom. There is infrastructure connectivity, there is digital connectivity, and also awareness has led to an improvement in the consumption pattern for both food and non-food. There's a rise in financial inclusion. The rural economies getting very well included. There is a very good connection with the urban economy because of the infrastructure, credit facilities, and also the rural population has the habit of saving. They are very focused towards saving their extra income. So businesses, consumer staples, durables, financial services have recognized this trend and they focus on this rural market. So companies also have their strategies and themes and the marketing plan to focus on this rural economy because it's a very good driver for them as a source of revenue. Just to give you an example, how one of the companies took advantage of this growing rural population. So Hindustan Unilever has, in a very innovative way, helped people in the rural area with their Shakti initiative. In that, they train local women as rural sales agents, and they through them they sell Unilever products door to door in the rural economy. And it has various campaigns. It has a Lifebuoy campaign where they're trying to promote good hand washing habits, which improves hygiene and also stopping of diseases. What are some of the drivers of rural economy? There has been a rampant population growth in the rural economy. There is an increase in demand. If there is an increase in population, that, as I mentioned yesterday, when there is a larger population, the demand for consumption is also much more. At present, the rural population in India is 3 times the urban population, and it is also growing at 1.5x rate as compared to the urban economy. So more population means more demand. There has been agricultural prosperity because the value chain, like I said, due to technology, due to government initiatives, companies are also taking initiatives. So farmers have a better way and more options of marketing their products and reaching out to potential customers through FMCG companies. So greater the agricultural development in areas, the greater the rural economy will flourish. Also, government has taken a lot of initiatives to improve the rural economy. Budget sees a lot of outlays, introduction of schemes, which we'll discuss at length when I show you the rising rural demand small case on the platform. Also, the interaction with the urban population has improved due to the development of infrastructure, transportation, and also digital infrastructure is improving. The introduction of internet, mobile phones in these areas have also seen a significant growth. Increase in the mobility of this population. They move from rural area to urban area for a better quality of life. They have more purchasing power. Increased rural attraction. Another thing to note is that a lot of rich people want to sometimes stay in rural area because for a better quality of life, for a peaceful living. So they invest a lot in building up of luxury farms, building up of a second home over there. So such steps also lead to a tremendous improvement in the rural market. Literacy rate is improving, education level, there's an awareness of the importance of education. There is also a lot of training that is happening with unskilled people to provide them skilled labor. There's improvement in the physical infrastructure, availability of electricity, education, healthcare is improving. There's growth, there is improvement of growth, agro-processing industry, establishment and growth of industry, involvement of giant businesses in distribution of agro products like fruits, vegetables, cereals, political influence of rural population, or role of giant business tycoons is also their focus on the rural population is also helping this sect of economy improve. And also there has been a very rapid socio-economic change, lifestyle change, habit changes, economical status. So as an investor, when we research, when we read about reports such as the monsoon is going to impact the rural economy, we would also like to know which companies will benefit with this improvement in the government policies, with the improvement in the monsoon in that year. But however, all this requires a lot of time. This requires for you a lot of time for you to research on which companies will benefit from the rural rise in rural economy, studying of these companies, doing fundamental analysis, reading research reports, management reports. So it is suggested that investors go on the HDFC Securities platform and invest in small cases. We have a dedicated team who are making these small cases. It's done by professionals. For our investors who are not aware what small cases are, so small cases are a basket of stocks or ETFs that are weighted intelligently to reflect some theme, some idea, some strategy that they can relate to. So rising rural demand small case is a very relatable idea. So to speak, rising rural demand essentially consists of companies that will benefit with the increase in consumption of rural economy, the demand from rural economy on such products. Consumption has been a very important theme in India, especially rural consumption. That has been the driver of our economy. These companies form a part of the basket of rising rural demand small case. Government, like I said, has been focusing a lot in every budget to improve the quality of life, to improve accessibility for rural economy. Just to state some highlights from the previous budget, it is projected that by 2022, every single family will have electricity and clean cooking facilities. Houses will also be provided with amenities like toilets, electricity, LPG connections. There are focused schemes. For example, the Department of Fisheries will establish a robust fisheries management framework. So all these policies that I'm mentioning, investors can go on the platform and read what are these guidelines, what are the rationale of creating the small case. Government will also launch a scheme to facilitate cluster-based development of traditional industries like bamboo, honey, khadi. Such 100 new clusters will benefit people, indigenous people. It will also improve technology. 10,000 new producer organizations will be established to ensure economies of scale for farmers, which will be set up over the next 5 years. Also, there has been an increase in the amount allocated for improvement of irrigation, crop insurance to almost around 42.4%. So, just to speak, the improve in the infrastructure from road network to the digital connection of the rural India with urban India will help rural economy. As a result, more income will be generated for these families, and there will be a lot more spending and companies will benefit. So again, this forms a very virtuous cycle where you have more income because of the improvement of doing business. When you have more income, you spend more. As a result, companies will benefit. And then again, this cycle will happen. So such initiatives and investments of government pumping money into rural India will not only create durable assets in the long term and make the economy more efficient, but it also forms a very good investment opportunities for our investors. This rising rural small case basket is very well diversified across sectors. We have the FMCG, tractor, pharmaceuticals, financial companies, and this is diversified across almost 10 sectors. When we log into the platform, I'll show you how we can view stocks and weight and through which sectors they're diversified. So now I'll just share my screen and we'll take a look at how we can access small case on HDFC Securities. Just while the webinar is going on, you can please put in your questions in the question section. And once we have finished going through the platform, we'll take the questions. So investors, when you go to HDFC Securities, hdfcsec.com, on the home page, you can see investing ideas. Through this is where you can access all the small cases we've been talking about in our previous webinars also. So small case is an offering on HDFC Securities, so there is no additional account opening required. You don't have to open a new account. You don't have to do any new paperwork. You just need to log in with your HDFC Securities account and start investing in small cases. So small cases is a very new way of investing in the stock market. With small cases, we are trying to change the way people invest. It's a portfolio-based investing strategy where you're investing in multiple stocks, you're investing in a basket of stocks, and your stock risk is also diversified. So when we click in invest in ideas, we'll get redirected to a page where we can browse different small cases that are available on the HDFC Securities platform. Depending on your depending on your risk appetite, depending upon the amount of money you want to invest, there are a lot of filters that are available. These are the tools at your disposal that you can use to evaluate what small case you want to invest in. We can see minimum amount. Now, another feature is every small case, like I said, is a basket of stocks. These basket of stocks are very closely aligned with the theme that we are proposing. And these baskets of stocks, the stocks are assigned weightages depending upon how close they are to the theme. Hence, we have a minimum investment amount for every basket. So when you do your first time investment, there's a lump sum minimum amount that you need to invest in so that you at least get one stock from that small case basket. So depending upon the amount you want to invest in, you can filter using these criteria. There are more filters. So I've been talking about thematic investment. You can select which themes you want to invest in. We have different types of themes that you can browse through. We have brand value theme. We have the rising rural demand theme. There are also sector related small cases. You can browse which sectors you want to invest in, energy tracker, pharma tracker. Uh, Users can also sort depending upon these criteria. You can sort depending upon the CAGR. We assign a CAGR to every small case, which is the average return the small case has generated since the time it has started. We also provide 1 year returns. We compare the small case returns with benchmark index like Nifty. So now your investors, you all can browse which small case you want to invest in. These are the small cases available on HDFC Security platform. When we're talking about rising rural demand small case in this webinar, you can just go on this page. Investors can browse the reason, the rationale behind why we should invest in this small case. What are the reasons? Why is this theme going to play out? Like I mentioned, these are some of the budget schemes and policies that the government has introduced that will benefit this small case. Like I said, companies that stand to benefit from the increase in rural consumption. This small case has given a CAGR return of 22.13% since the time it was invested. So this is the average return the small case had given since the time we started it in March 2014. We also assign an index value to the small case when it was created, keeping the base value as 100. And since then, we track what absolute returns this small case has given. So you can see the small case has given a return of around 211% since the time it was introduced. Here you can see the daily change of this small case. You can track what is the movement of this small case been. Now we would get questions like, we want to know what stocks we are investing in. We want to know what is the sector diversification. We want to know what is the market cap of the stocks that we're investing in. So when you log in, you will be able to view the stocks and weights. So these are the stocks that we will be investing in when we invest in rising rural demand. As you can see, this is highly diversified across 9 sectors. We can see the sector-wise diversification. Your personal and household products form to around most in this portfolio to being around 33%. When we scroll down, we can see the market cap distribution of these small cases. What part of this small case belongs to large cap company, mid cap company, and small cap company. A very important feature on small cases is the rebalancing feature, where you can see above that these constituents were last reviewed on December 13, 2019, and the next review will be in March. So this this small case is rebalanced every quarter. Now, what I mean by rebalance is we evaluate the composition, we evaluate whether the stocks that are initially proposed in this small case are true to the theme. So we do this every quarter because company releases their financial results. We do a lot of analysis, read reports, whether we need to add some stocks to this small case so that it's true to its theme, or we need to remove some stocks from this small case. So this rebalance is notified to investors. So this rebalance, the frequency of this rebalance is every quarter. Investors will be sent an email when this rebalance is expected, and they should come on the platform and execute it. Here is a notification center where you can see rebalance update that are. In overview section, we often get asked, like I mentioned, who is the creator of these small cases. In the overview section, investors, we can see who has created the small cases. So we have small cases created by Small Case Research, and we also have small cases created by HDFC Research. Now, when we want to buy this small case, I'll just quickly show a process of how we can purchase this small case. When we click on buy, just when we can search on what case we want to invest in. When we click on buy small case, a buy window like this will open where we can see what's the weightage and number of shares that we want to invest in. We can confirm the amount. We can also increase the amount. We can add more amount. If we add more amount, the shares get adjusted according to the initial weightage that is proposed in that exact proportion. Or we can just invest as per recommended amount. Recommended amount is the ideal amount that we should invest in to get the maximum benefit of this theme. Once we confirm the amount, we can see how the shares have changed, how the composition of this remains the same, the weightage remains the same, and the number of shares get added. When we buy small case, we are confirming the order, and you can see how seamlessly this order gets executed in a single click. We also have an option of setting up an SIP. We can set up an SIP while placing the order, or we can set up an SIP at a later date. So you can see, investors, how in a single click I've invested in around 16 stocks that are directly deposited to my DMAT account. And I can also, once I have invested, I can also track this investment. I can see what was my investment value, what has been my profit. I can track the performance of this small case at the portfolio level. So that's it on the product demonstration of rising rural demand. We are now open to questions. Okay. So I have a question from one of the investors. What happens to rebalance of the customized small case? Okay, that's a very good question. So in this case, you have an option of, this feature is very important. We have an option of customizing the small case. When we go on stocks and weights, we can select customize small case. By customizing small case, we can add or remove stocks. We can add stocks of our choice and remove stocks we don't want to invest in. Now, the question is, what will happen to rebalance? In this case, when a customer is customizing the small case, we assume that they are their own fund manager, and we do not send any rebalance notifications in this case. So rebalance is not done for small cases that are customized. Originally, composition purchase small case will receive rebalance notification. What are the charges that are applicable to the small case? Operationally, it's executed like a stock. So whatever you're paying while purchasing a single stock, that will be the amount that we will be paying while buying a basket of stocks in small case. How can I sell the shares purchased using small case? Yes, this is very important. If we are buying, when we want to sell shares that we are buying through small case, it's ideal, it's recommended that investors come on the small case platform and sell the small case or shares in that small case. They can do this with the feature of manage. When we go on manage, we can click on the shares that we want to exit in. For example, I can just show you, when we go in the rising rural demand small case that we just invested in, we can click on manage, and we can see on what stocks that we want to exit from. We can do, when we click on minus, we are removing these stocks. We can also add stocks by searching stocks here. So in this way, you can add or remove stocks from your small case. But however, it's recommended that you at least stay invested in the small case for a minimum of 2 to 3 years to get the maximum benefit of the theme. Can I sell small case anytime after buying? Yes, you can sell small case anytime after buying. There is no lock-in period of purchasing small case. It's very open. It's highly liquid. It's like, you're investing in stocks which are traded on the exchange. So there is no lock-in period and no exit load applied. So you can exit anytime, but again, it's recommended that you stay invested for 2 to 3 years. Once subscribed, how often will the small case be reviewed? So every small case has a very different period of getting reviewed. Most of the small cases are reviewed quarterly, but you can go on the platform and you can check when the small case is due for review. That is your rebalancing. When you go on any small case, when you select on this small case, high quality, quality smart beta, you can see that this small case is reviewed annually. So you can see it was last reviewed in September. Next review will be September 2020. Can I manage the stocks? Yes, I've answered this question. We'll take questions. We have another 2-3 minutes to take questions, so you can keep posting questions. Is AMO option available? Yes, AMO is aftermarket orders. So we have aftermarket orders available on small cases on HDFC Securities. You can go and place an AMO order, and the order will get executed on the next market open day. So I guess this is it. We don't see any more questions. Thank you, investors. Hope you enjoyed the webinar. For those who joined late, you can always view the recording of this webinar on the link that was shared. And in case you have any more questions while you're doing investment in small case, you can always reach out to customer care at hdfcsets.com and we'll be there to help you. Thank you.